I'm going to tell a story. And it's embarrassing. I am embarrassed that I've done this, that I went through it, but I've learned. Hi, I'm Jessica Blends. I love you all. Don't even know you. I'm already in love with you. No, be with me. I'm a makeup artist, and this year I had a bride that I've worked with for a little while. The application went perfectly. At the end of the makeover, when it was time to actually take payment, I didn't have my stuff together. My reader wasn't working. I couldn't send an invoice. And when I went to take the money, because I was so flustered and out of just, I was unprepared. I left without getting paid. I did all of that work. I did a great job. It was of no issue or problem with the bride or the person paying. And I was so embarrassed and ashamed of myself for not being prepared that I didn't even really bring it up or make it an issue, because it's a wedding day. It's not about me. It's about making sure that their experience is as top notch or as smooth as possible. And I absolutely did not want them to be late to the ceremony because of me and me not having my stuff together. So when I had packed up all my stuff and I went and I sat in the car, I really had to stop and like talk to myself. You have been doing this for how long? I love the moments and the experience that comes with applying makeup so that they can step forward into their best self, their brand new life, this new era that they're about to welcome, about to step into. But I don't value myself enough as a business owner, as somebody who's putting in time and energy and effort to even ask for payment. And it's not like charging. It's always been so difficult for me because the logic says, I know that the work is good. I know that it's worth it, that I'm valuable, the service that I'm offering is valuable. I know that they're happy and having me here and receiving the service that I do. Why can't I receive from my gift? Why is it so hard for me to just receive? And when you're creating from a place of love and passion, sometimes feeling like asking for anything in return feels dirty. But I really had to dig and feel, okay, so what is the root of this problem? What it really is, the limiting belief that I'm holding on to that's telling me you don't deserve to get paid, or don't even worry about it. This is the exact thought process that has kept me in the same space. There we go. As my creative process improved and expanded, my business itself stayed stagnant. And it's because I believe that there was still unworthiness to receive from my gifts. How many times are you going to let yourself walk away without getting what you need from it? Because giving your gift is, yes, that's what you're supposed to do, but you're also supposed to receive. You're also supposed to get refueled so that you can go off and continue to share and provide and do all of the things that your gift requires for you to continue to share. So living with the limiting belief of feeling unworthy, or and it just is at the root of it, it's just completely unworthiness and undeservingness. I'm not worth more. I can't charge more. I can't ask to receive more. This is just makeup. Everybody can do makeup. Anybody can do makeup. All of these excuses to prove to myself or to validate the belief that I'm unworthy, instead of calling it out and trying to build the new structures in my mind saying, yes, I am worthy. Yes, the work is worthy. Stop, get out of your own way and get up and ask for what you're worth. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't heard that before. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I didn't study all the books and listen to all the motivational speakers and journal and all of those things. I did all of those things intellectually, logically. I know it makes sense. It should be easy. But when it comes to being in the moment and actually getting it done and doing what you're supposed to be doing and actually receiving, there is a blockage there at the core of still feeling unworthy. You can be in the moment with the full opportunity and fumble the ball just like I did. I had the card in my hand, the money was available. I freaked out. I messed up. I walked away without receiving, without making it happen. And taking ownership and responsibility, and even just recognizing the role that I'm playing and blocking myself from everything that I want and everything that I need, and wanting and knowing and doing are different things. So, how does it feel to navigate through your limiting beliefs? It can feel a lot like self-sabotage. It can feel a lot like knowing better, but I just can't do better. Continuing to live this way is not an option. Continuing to stay in this position, in this feeling, in this is not an option. I will rot. So taking the time to call it out and give it a name, to really recognize it and bring it to the forefront, really looking at it honestly, stepping outside of myself and say, you feel like you're not enough. Why? And when you step back here, this is not really settled anything that's solid. This is not rooted in truth. This is not rooted in who I am. Then you can make a clear decision. What's next now? How do I change this? How do I redirect this? How do I break this cycle of fighting myself, of blocking myself from what I actually want and who I actually am and how I actually want to show up and how I actually want to receive from the world and how I actually want to share my gifts? Why am I stopping myself? And what am I going to do to change to fix it? Now, me, it's building up that self-worth. And it's nothing that anybody else can tell me. It's nothing that anybody else can come to me and be like, oh, Jessica, but you're so good. I appreciate it. However, if I don't believe it, it doesn't matter. If I can't get it through my head, if I can't really apply it to my psyche, it does not matter. And so the battle is between me and me. Nobody else can come and fix it. And in deciding that I'm going to take my power back and deciding that I'm going to take responsibility for receiving and doing what I need to do, and deciding that I'm going to continue to hold strong to my values, because I know that as a makeup artist, I can't place my value in what I do. My personal value lies in who I am. I am human. I will not always be perfect. It's easy to say, well, I didn't do a good job this day, so I'm not worth anything. And it can even come down to you did a great job that day and you still feel like you're not worth anything. That what you do has nothing to do with your true value. It's who you are. And so my problem earlier was that I was not prepared. So now I'm going to tell you what we ain't going to do no more. What we ain't gonna do is walk out this house unprepared. What we're not gonna do is walk around acting like I don't know who I am. What you're not gonna do is walk around acting like you don't know who you are. What we're not going to do is base our value in what we do instead of who we are, because we are human and the days change. Sometimes you're not going to do a good job. You're not going to do well, but you can always be a good person. You can always be loving, caring, kind, attentive, consistent, disciplined, integral, strong. You can always be. And when you respect and love and honor yourself and you do those things for yourself and you start seeing, I'm good. I am showing up for myself. I can do this. Then those limiting beliefs, those things that we're believing in that does not help us anymore, that is actually holding us back from what we actually want, it gets easier and easier to call them out and question them. I know why I behaved the way I did, and I'm not doing it anymore. I set the standard and I win. All I do is win. I win against myself, but I'm not perfected. Imperfect, but good enough. Imperfect, but good enough.